Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm testing out my Logitech Yeti GX microphone here. So hopefully that sounds pretty good, but that's what I was trying to do. And I'm going to bring in the folks from Amazon right now so I can click that button. Good morning to everyone out there. Good morning. I'm Ryan. Welcome to the show. I am testing out the Logitech Yeti GX microphone. So that's what we have here. I do have it on my boom arm from Fifine, so it can move around, but hopefully my audio is sounding pretty good today. I'm kind of excited to try out the Yeti GX microphone here because I do think it's one of my nicer microphones that I have. So hopefully you're hearing the sound and audio quality very nicely out here. Let me quick update the date behind this because it's not March 25th. It is now March 27th. We are moving right along through the month. Okay, voila. All right. So that's what I want to do there. And I need to add a question of the day because I did not prepare one of those. So let me see if I can come up with a question of the day related to something that potentially is in the carousel. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw this question out there. What items would you like me to review? Save that, get that scrolling across the bottom. Maybe going to type that out to a couple of the social channels. I'm going to try to bring up Amazon Live on one of the other screens so that we can see what's going on out here. I do see that I'm now live, but there we go. I see. I am live out here on Amazon. Anyhow, so good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ryan. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning. I go live and I talk about a number of different remote work type of products. I also have quite an interest in men's electric shavers as well, but predominantly it focuses on remote work type of products. So I will talk about microphones like I am going to talk about microphones a little bit today. I will talk about web cameras, printers. I have a number of different printers, desks, chairs, a lot of that type of stuff. So if you have some interest in those or you have some questions, you're looking to buy some of that stuff, stop by my show, ask any questions that you have. So welcome to the show. Today, I'm testing out the Logitech Yeti GX microphone right here. It is connected to my boom arm right here. It's connected. It does also include a stand if you don't want to use it with a boom arm. There's a little stand. It's actually a pretty heavy stand, so it works quite well. It's a nice sturdy stand to hold your microphone in place. But I thought I would test it out here with the boom arm from Fifine, which I think does a pretty good job of holding up the microphone. If I can move back just a little bit, you can maybe see more of the boom arm here. It's got motion to go back and forth. You can lift it up and down, like independently of each other. You can do that. This end right here on the boom arm, if you loosen up this little knob right there, you can twist your microphone, have it down there, because maybe, just maybe, you like, I'm gonna see if I can get this. maybe, just maybe, this is the look that you're going for. You like the microphone to come down at an angle above your head, and then you can speak into the microphone. So there we have that. I don't necessarily like it that way. I prefer it. I like this style just a little bit better, but that's a personal preference. So whichever one you like, you can go with that. Anyhow, that is the Fifine heavy duty boom arm there. And it has, so the Fifine boom arm has a 5/8 inch connector right here. So most of your microphones have a 5/8 connector. The original Blue Yeti has a 5/8 on the bottom. The Yeti GX does not have a 5/8 on the bottom, but it includes an adapter that goes from the 1/4 inch. It's this silver thing right here. That's an adapter that comes with the Yeti GX so that you can mount it either on a 1/4 inch screw or a 5/8 inch screw. So those are some of the options there. The Fifine gaming PC microphone is right here, and I may swap this one out. I might not today, but it also has a base. You can disconnect the bottom, and here's what the bottom of the Fifine microphone looks like. That's the 5/8 right there that would connect easily onto the boom arm here. But if you're interested in how those sound, or if you have any questions, I'd be happy to connect the other one up there, but some of the other regulars have already heard the difference. But if someone new stops by and you're like, I'd like to know how the Fifine microphone sounds compared to the Yeti, let me know. I will swap those out and let you hear. I do see that Dano is here over on Amazon. Welcome to the show, Dano. Dano said, hi, Ryan. How's it going today? Survived the snowstorm and now it's cold. So a little update on the snowstorm here in South Dakota. Dano is my state neighbor over in Minnesota. So here in South Dakota, where I'm at, we got maybe an inch of snow. Dano, it did get cold. So it was 7 degrees or something, maybe Monday night. I don't know. It was 20s yesterday for highs. Right now, it's 11 degrees in South Dakota. So it got cold here. It did, but I think we're supposed to be 50 by Friday again. So that'll melt most of the snow. How much snow did you get up in the Minnesota area, Dano? Because yeah, I think the heavy snow in South Dakota largely went north of where I'm at. We kind of snuck right underneath a lot of the bad snowstorm. We got quite a bit of rain on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, so I think a little north of us it was colder and they got heavy snow. We got rain. So it's been a little bit icy around here, but I don't know. They talked it up as a bad storm and it wasn't quite as terrible as they anticipated it to be. All right, I'm going to try something else with my web cameras here because I really want to use my Logitech MX Brio web camera, but the zoom on it doesn't always seem to zoom in right. So we're gonna try this again. What if I go to my web camera and I switch to the Brio? See, it still has me in this wide angle view, and I can't get it to not do this. Yesterday, for a short time, I had this working. There we go. It is back. No, it is not. Let me try this again. For a temporary time there. So there it moved me in. I should actually highlight whichever web camera I'm talking about. And then I was going to update everybody on what I did. You know what? I didn't even add this web camera in here. Let me add this in. I really want to like the Logitech MX Brio. It's not that I don't like it. I don't know if it's the camera's fault or if it's something with my laptop that doesn't remember the zoom in amount. All right. Dano said they said we got a foot, but it also rained, so it knocked the snowpack down a bit. Yes, that does happen sometimes. You get snow, then rain. But we didn't have that problem. All right, so now I got the camera zoomed in, and that was weird. It is zoomed in, and I click a button somewhere else on my screen, and it goes away. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. If I click here, it goes away. I don't know why that is. Because I like the camera right here. If I could keep it in on this focus level, I think this looks really good. It's close up. I think the blue colors behind me are nice. The colors on the TV, I think look good. I like this sort of zoomed in focus area. I like this look, but as soon as I click somewhere else on my screen, it explodes back out to its unzoomed in zone. While I'm in here, you know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to share out here while I'm in here. I can play around with the Yeti GX microphone lights. Let me see what I can do on those. We can set it to the pulsar point. Oh, so you notice now there's a little movement going on around the bottom of the microphone. I don't know if I like that. If I want it fixed, I can make it fixed. Then it just stays at the bright blue. I actually kind of think I maybe liked. Here, we can also do breathing. Look at that. Hey, so there's the microphone getting, it looks like it's breathing brighter and darker. What else do we want to do here? Color cycle. So it goes through your various different color cycles. What else do we have? Color wave. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's got kind of different colors working their way around, hence color wave. You can also change the rate, make them slower or faster. That's kind of cool. Screen sampler. Kind of sample what's on your screen. I don't want that. Audio visualizer. Does that try to replicate what I'm talking about? I don't know what the audio visualizer does. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. So I might go back to Pulsar Point. I kind of liked that one. That one I thought was kind of fun. So I'm going to leave it at that for a little bit. I'm going to go back to the cameras, see if we can change the focus. What if I just leave it at this one? Can it hold on to that? Or when I click out, no. Every time I click, it loses it. Oh, man. I don't know. So I am testing some microphones and some web cameras and just seeing how all that stuff works. I'm even going to switch over to a different. So here I go to the Epic Cam from JLab, and I can zoom that in. And I suppose it's not bad when I get it right into here. I don't think it looks quite as good. This camera has you frustrated. It does. The Logitech Yeti GX has, or the Logitech MX Brio does have me frustrated because I want it to work. I want it to work, and I like its picture. It's got my favorite picture of them, but I can't get it to stay there. So maybe one of these mornings I'm going to try to unplug my other cameras and just have the Logitech in and see if that makes a difference. See, I think the fish tank looked better on the MX Brio, and the lights back here looked more blue and less purple. But yeah, that's that. And then here is the Power Conf. I like the Power Conf, but I think it just makes everything look brighter. It doesn't make the room look as dark. And so if you're going for the dark look, the Anker Power Conf C302 probably maybe just isn't the one if you want sort of a darker look. Dano says, why can't technology just do what we want it to do? Yes. I don't know if it's a problem with my like computer I have or my setup, or if it's within the Logitech software. I don't know, but yes, it does have me a little bit frustrated. I want to go back to the question of the day, Dano, because you're here, and I wanted to ask you, is there any specific types of items you would like me to review? Anything else out there in the world that you're like, I wish Ryan talked more about these? And maybe I will review those things, and maybe I won't. I don't know. Yes. So if you got answers to that, let me know. Oh, yes. I'm all worked up about that. And printers, I need to make an apology because I said we're going to test out some printers today. I did not get as far on my videos and setups and things yesterday as I anticipated. So I do not have a video. I do not even have the printer set up. I do have the HP OfficeJet 8135E printer on the premises. It's here at the house. I just don't have it set up. I would even consider setting it up live on the show, but I'm going to shoot a bunch of videos of how I put it together, and I don't know if I'll be able to accomplish that, shooting all those videos during the live show, getting the camera in different angles and all that. So that is the printer. It's an all-in-one. It does copy, scan, fax, printing. It comes with XL printer cartridges in it. All around, I think I have high hopes for it. I think it's going to be a very good printer for me. So I'm excited to get that set up. I may move some things around in my closet here, take this red printer and put it over here, and then put some other printers on the shelf next to it. So I'd love to clean off that shelf system back there so that it looks a little bit cleaner, maybe even just a little bit more useful for what I do here on the show. So I might try to play around with that just a little bit. Anyhow, that is the HP OfficeJet 8135E printer. Also, I have a new Brother LaserJet printer that I'm pretty excited about because it tells me it gets 1,200 sheets of printing for every printer. It doesn't use a print cartridges. It's not an inkjet. It's a LaserJet. So for every print cartridge, this one hasn't even come out of the box yet. I did open the box, but I did not take it out yet. But it's the monochrome laser printer from Brother. So hopefully we'll be seeing a review on that and a demo video by the end of the week is my goal. So I'm hoping to have a review video there by the end of the week, demonstrating how to use that and some of the capabilities. Same with the 8135E. Dano said, I'm not sure on what additional items. I like tech and tools. The reviews that I like that you do, I never knew I wanted reviewed, like shavers and shredders. Dano says, also that desk storage item was a nice addition that I got from your stream. Yeah, I do remember that from De La Mu, I think it was. But yeah, that little under desk storage drawer. I should talk about that a little bit more. Office storage, maybe a good category that would go under. Anyhow, thanks for that. Yeah, sometimes you don't really know exactly what you want someone to talk about and demonstrate. It falls in that category of sometimes we just don't know what we don't know. And then all of a sudden when that idea shows up, we're like, oh, I think I like that. I maybe want one of those. Yeah. All right. I'm moving into the whole shaver topic for a second, because Braun, last night I was, Dano says exactly. Last night I was looking out at different shavers because I try to keep up with this. I do try to keep up with the shavers, I will say, as well as anybody out on Amazon Live. I do try to keep up with all the shavers. I have noticed that Braun came out with the new Braun Series 5 5100 series, but they have also slightly changed and modified the 5000 series shavers, which just in the last month. The older five, so I have the Braun Series 5000. And I don't know if this is the case with the Series 7s and the Series 8s as well, but the Series 5 that I have looks like that. The newer Series 5s, the newer Series 5000 have extra lights on the side that when I was looking in and reading about these, I thought that's a little bit different. So this was came with the configuration, the 5035. But the one out in the carousel now is the 5031, and I think it's got the newer Series 5000 with some of those lights on there. So I'm probably going to have to get the new Series 5031S that's got the lights on there, because I noticed the same thing. There's a new 5049 that also has the lights there, and it doesn't quite match up with my previous Series 5 shaver. So I got to stay up with all the shavers and get one of those to test out. But the 5000, the 5031S right now is out there at $59.94. So that's a really good price. And you'll notice the one next to it is the 5100, the 5118S for $65.91. Difference between those two shavers, the 5118 has the turbo button on it. The 5031 does not have a turbo button on it. But what's the difference there? The turbo button gets your cutting actions up to 25,500. The non-turbo button, the max cutting action speed there is 24,000 cutting actions per minute. I don't know which one I think with the turbo mode button, you can almost tell just a little bit of a difference because of that extra 1,500 cutting actions per minute. So the Series 5 5118 for $5 more here, $6 more, maybe the better choice that I would throw out there, but I can't say that either one. I think either of them would be a great choice, especially in the budget-friendly shaver zone. So those are the two shavers out there, the 5031S and the 5118S. I don't have the 5118. I have the 5150, which is the same shaver. It just has different configurations in the box. So that's how a lot of the bronze shavers go. You have different shavers, and they have different numbers, but the actual shaver is the same. The numbers just specify different configurations. But what I discovered with the 5035 versus the 5031, the shaver is actually different. So, yeah. So I got to stay up to date on that. And I got to get those newest shavers so that I can talk about them and demo all them. And speaking of new shavers, Philips Norelco, I have their classic 3800. Right here, the classic Philips Norelco 3800 shaver. They did recently come out with a new one. It's the 3900. I haven't got that one yet, but I need to. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when I will get 3900. Hopefully soon. Okay. Yes. I kind of think I've really already talked about everything in my carousel today. So I guess today's show kind of went quick today. I don't know. Nobody joined in from YouTube or Facebook this morning. But maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I just needed a little bit of a shorter show this morning to give myself a little bit more time to work on setting up my printers. Oh, I was going to tell you about what I did yesterday with my web cameras. So yesterday, I was trying out different web cameras. I had 6 different web cameras set up in my room, and I was shooting example videos of each one where the lights are bright, where the lights are dim. What happens? Does it refocus when you take an item and you hold it right up next to the camera? Does it refocus on that? Does the focus then go back to my face when I pull it away? So that's what I was doing. And I just had 6 cameras filtering through because I want to do a bunch of this versus that comparison videos. So I needed to compile all those examples together. Whew. Anyhow, so I just may end the show a little bit early today because, yeah, I didn't get as much done in the office yesterday as I had hoped. I was hoping to do some printer demos, and I just didn't get there, but I wanted to do the live show this morning anyhow. So I think I'm going to end it there. Oh, and while I end it, I will switch my camera to the JLab Epic Cam camera right here. So this is the JLab Epic Cam. I am using the Yeti GX microphone in here. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope everybody has a fantastic Wednesday. I will be back Friday morning. I hope to have a little bit more demos and stuff put together for Friday morning so that we can, dive into some products a little bit deeper. But thanks for being here, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. I will be back again on Friday. Goodbye, Dano. And says, have a good day, Ryan. All right. I am out. Disconnecting from Amazon there. And then let's say goodbye to YouTube and Facebook. Goodbye.